Welcome into the PNC Bank Sports Studio. I'm Meredith Gorman, joined by Zach Cox over at Gillette Stadium. And Zach, it seems like it's a big day for the Patriots because a handful of guys returned to the practice field today. What does this speak to in terms of the cohesiveness of how the team may look on Sunday?
Well, yeah, as you just mentioned, they got a number of important players back at this practice. They had 3 players back from injured reserve today: center David Andrews, rookie linebacker Josh Uche, and defensive tackle Bo Allen, who we actually haven't seen practice at all this season since the start of training camp. He was back out there today, so that was definitely a good sign. None of those players have been added to the 53-man roster yet, so there's no guarantee that all 3 will be ready to play this weekend against the 49ers, but the fact that they're back practicing is definitely a positive sign. And then the Patriots also got 3 players back from the reserve COVID list today: guard Shaq Mason, defensive tackle Byron Cowart, and outside linebacker Derek Rivers. Mason and Cowart both have been starters this season. Mason, obviously the Patriots starting right guard for a while now, so having those players back this weekend would certainly benefit this team, considering they've been pretty suspect at offensive line, at defensive tackle, and at linebacker in recent weeks. So those are definitely some big returns for the Patriots for sure.
Now, of course, Zach, anytime Jimmy Garoppolo plays his former team, it's a must-watch game. But from your perspective, what are you most looking forward to seeing on Sunday?
Yeah, this is actually going to be Jimmy Garoppolo's first time back in Foxborough since that trade back in 2017. So that's definitely going to be the sort of marquee storyline and marquee matchup in this game. The 49ers don't look quite as formidable and imposing as they did last year when they won the NFC Championship and went to the Super Bowl. They've had a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball. That's really kind of affected them this season. But they're still a very talented team, especially on the offensive side. George Kittle, the tight end, Bill Belichick said earlier this week, is as good of a tight end as anybody he's ever coached or coached against. Obviously, coming from somebody who coached Rob Gronkowski for quite a long time, that is high praise. And the 49ers also have some talented young wide receivers on that roster as well. So I think the Patriots are catching a little bit of a break in this matchup, given the injuries that the 49ers do have. But this will definitely be a difficult test for the Patriots here at Gillette Stadium on Sunday.
Well, certainly looking forward to the matchup. And of course, thanks for joining us, Zach. PNC Bank, helping to make banking easier.